All right, welcome back. It's time now for the media moments that matter. Joining us now to react and to analyze, former White House press secretary. I see her in the halls all the time. Co-host of Outnumbered. Yes. She was also on Fox and Friends this week with us, filling in for Ainsley. Thanks so much for doing this, Kayleigh.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, so you broke down some of the media moments that matter most on all across networks. The first one you wanted to bring up was Bloomberg. What happened to Olivia Nuzzi?
So Olivia Nuzzi is this interesting reporter. She hits the right, she hits the left. And all of a sudden, she hit a little too deep when it came to President Biden. She wrote this piece, this huge piece. You could call it the fall of the Biden piece, where she talked about shaking his hand and it felt cool and he forgot people's names. And here was the cardinal sin she made. When she left the room with the other reporters, having met Biden, the reporters debated how dead he was, and they settled on 40%. So she writes this piece, Biden falls, and then all of a sudden she loses her Bloomberg show. And they say it's because of tweets from a long time ago, is what people surmise. But I surmise it's her downfall of Biden reporting. So
one of the worst kept secrets is the shape of President Biden. He obviously couldn't get 4 more years. They throw him out thanks to George Clooney. He's a hero. Clooney's a hero. But this woman pays for her job for doing her job, which is be a journalist and report the story, even if it's bad for Democrats.
Exactly, Brian. Think about this. There were reporters after her meeting with Biden debating how dead the president was, and no one reported that for years and years. It's journalistic malpractice. Olivia Nuzzi did her job,
right,
and now she loses part of her job for that.
All right, let's talk about another network. You brought me to this moment on CNN. We have the biggest debate maybe in our lifetime coming up September 10th. It's going to be Trump versus Harris. A lot of speculation.
A lot of speculation. So this is Robbie Mook. He was the failed campaign manager of 2016 Hillary Clinton. It didn't quite work out, but he had some interesting advice.
Something that would be troubling for me if I was on Trump's team is I think he's doing, frankly, what a lot of candidates want to do and like to do, which is sit around and kind of talk it out. But you can't do proper debate prep that way. And I think that's why you tend to think Harris is going to spend a lot of time on women's reproductive health policy. And I think there are some really important moments she's going to be able to have around abortion rights, birth control, IVF. And if Trump's not rehearsing those responses in the right way, I think they're going to be pretty weak.
So, Brian, first of all, Donald Trump ended the career of his boss, Hillary Clinton. Then Donald Trump went and ended the 50-year career of Joe Biden, all on a political debate stage. So keep that in mind. But the part that's interesting to me is the part where he says Kamala Harris is rehearsing all of these lines about so-called reproductive rights. That is where Trump needs to zone in. I would sit down with Marco Rubio. He has all of these plans, Providing for Life Act, lowering the cost of child care, and so on and so forth. Sit down with him, nail her on that, because now we know her playbook.
The other thing I'm thinking, Kayleigh, is how to parry away from that. So it's not going to be to his behest outside the pro-life community. Can you take that question, reproductive rights, and say, yeah, that's important, let the states decide, but let me tell you what else is important, and go that direction without being accused of ducking it?
So exactly what you said, but then the line after that is, do you really have a choice if you do not have the economic security to make a choice? Most women want to keep their child, and here's how I'm going to give women a true choice: by empowering them economically, lowering the cost of child care, maternal health care. Marco Rubio has a 10-point plan. Sit down with that man.
You know what's so interesting is because you look at surrogates, instead of just saying, how is it on television, they're giving clues to what's going on behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
And hopefully the Trump people are doing that.
Yes.
Next.
Yes, so next up, this is interesting when even the CNN host cannot stifle her laughter when she hears the Kamala Harris talking points. Watch.
These working class voters are telling us right now that more of them are with Donald Trump than Kamala Harris. Why? What is it about what you guys have been doing for the last 3+ years that explains that?
We don't have time to sit around and think about why over the last few years certain things may have happened or may not have happened. We've got to go win an election. And the vice president's doing that by talking about her economic vision. And it's really different. It's really different. It's a new way forward, not only for the Democratic Party, but for the country.
It's really different. Okay, can you tell me what is really different? I got the capital gains rate, but what else on the list makes it really different from what was going on the past few years?
Sure, she wants to take into effect the first national law to take on corporate price gouging. She's talking about holding bad corporate actors accountable for their role in taking up prices on people at the grocery store.
Brian, so he doesn't want to talk about the last 3 years, but Kamala Harris was sitting there casting the deciding vote for inflation over the last 3 years.
First off, how could you take him seriously? He was telling us how Joe Biden's going to stick it out Ian Sams, how the media was crazy to pound on him when we all found out the whole party turned on him. So they quickly got another job. Number two, there's no difference between Bidenomics and whatever Kamala Harris will put out. And because she won't go out and spell it out in detail, we're going to have to go with the old playbook.
Yeah.
And even Casey Hunt knows that.
She cast the tie-breaking vote for the trillions of spending that brought us 9.1% inflation. And now she won't tell us how she's different than Biden. She's trying to smile and teleprompter her way to the presidency. I mean, we'll see if it works. I don't think it will.
I know you took it off your resume, perhaps, but I know you work at CNN. It is tough when you're a surrogate and you don't really know exactly what the principal wants to do.
Yeah.
And the principal is Kamala Harris, who does one interview, no press conferences, and sends everyone out to stick up for her.
Politico Playbook was reporting that the team didn't want Tim Walz to do interviews, her running mate, because they were worried he didn't know what her policies were. If your running mate doesn't know your policies, I'm sincerely worried for the country.
And if anyone doubts the name of this segment, just look over here. Media Moments That Matter.
I love it. With Brian Kilmeade. I love it.
Kayleigh, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.